This is the book of Ecclesiasticus 17 and 17. For in the division of the nations of the whole earth is set a ruler over every people, but Israel is the Lord's portion. Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rahak Kodash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of God Mercy, who rule and teach the world. Peace, salutations, and embracings to the Lord's hopeful elect, to begin with 144,000 and the 1/3 men, women, and children, the believers, of the nation of Israel, who are in these last days have come back to serve their power in truth and spirit. Those of you that have come back to walk this walk of faith, believing, in the Lord, and hoping for your salvation. To you I may say shalom. And we are living in the last days of the last days. We are living in the hand of the word. The word that is under the rule of Esau, Edom, the so-called white people, the Caucasian. And the Lord, whom the world ignorant called him Jesus Christ, is about to make his second coming. And the Lord, his true name is Yahweh Shai Hamashiach. So he is about to make his second coming, and on his coming, he's going to come to judge this world and to destroy it. And after he have finished judging and destroying this world, he's going to establish his own rule on this planet Earth. And that rule is going to be by default the rule of the nation of Israel, which is going to be governed in righteousness. So we are in the time. So we are, without further ado, I may read again this book of Ecclesiasticus 17 and 17. For in the division of the nations of the whole earth he set a ruler over every people, but Israel is the Lord's portion. So among all these nations that you see walking, and mingling in this planet earth, Messiah have chosen one people, and those and that people are who? The Israel, the so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American. You may ask yourself, if we are the chosen, why we are going through what we are going through right now, why we are in this condition, why we are most hated, why we are in the hand of our enemies, why we are going through oppression, why we've been mistreated by these other nations. We are going, I may answer that by saying we are going through that because we have sinned against our power. We have transgressed, the law, statute, and commandment. We have break the covenant that Messiah have given to our forefather, to begin with Moses, and those who were around him, at that time. So this is a book of Baruch 3 and 8, which reads, Behold, we are yet this day in our captivity, where thou hast scattered us. We are in captivity. We are in slavery. Because why? As we go on reading, he said, what? For a reproach and a curse, and to be subject to payment according to all the iniquity of our fathers, which departed from the Lord our power. So we are those fathers, I may say. We are the people who, in past time, if you understand reincarnation, we are the same people who walk with Moses, from Egypt into the wilderness, to the promised land, but in the process of time, our people become rebellious, and start worshiping idols, and the gods of these other nations. and that's displeased the Heavenly Father, that that's displeased the Heavenly Father. Messiah become angry with his people, which we are, and he used these other nations, our enemies, to punish us. That's why we found ourselves right now going through what we are going through in the hands of this other nation, to begin with Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. The suffering of our people in America is part of the punishment. The slavery, all this is punishment from the Most High, because we have chosen that which was wrong. We have done that was not ordained for us to do, But Most High still loves us, and he have promised to our forefather, he's gonna still remember his people to the end. If I may go to the book of Balu. Let me see if it's let me see. Yeah, I may lead on this because there's a meat on it. It's a what? 17 and 18 says, womb being his firstborn, the chosen, the firstborn, the Lord of inheritance, they say what? He nourished with discipline, which are the law, statute, and commandment, and he giving him the light of his love does not forsake him. Therefore all their works are the sun before him, and his eyes are continual upon their ways. So Most High always is watching over us, man. He care of his people. He care of his people, man, which we are, So wherever we turn aside, Most High is gonna collect us, by leading us back to the light path, So whatever we are going through right now is punishment, but at the end, we're gonna be glorified again, because Most High still love us, still choose us, and the Most High is not gonna change, So I may read this book of 2 Ezra 5. I'm starting from 22. It says, "Whoa, and my soul recovered the spirit of understanding, and I began to talk with the Most High again, and it said," and this was a prophet, Prophet Ezra, Most High was dealing with him, he was showing him vision, and he gave him understanding, of why we are going through what we are going through, in the hand of our enemies, as it goes on to say, "Oh, and he said, O Lord, that bears rule of every wood of the earth and of all the trees thereof, thou hast chosen thee one only vine," and you know what it is that vine Most High is speaking about, as it goes on. So, and of all lands of the whole world, thou hast chosen thee one pit, and of all the flowers thereof one lily, and of all the depths of the sea thou hast filled thee one river, and of all builded cities thou hast allowed Zion unto thyself. And Zion is Jerusalem. Most High have chosen that special land, special seat for himself, to establish his name, as I mentioned before, but we started to pervert the way of the Heavenly Father. We start defiling his temple and everything, by putting idols in the temple, so Most High become angry, and he scattered us out of the land. To this day, we are not in our land, man. We are everywhere in the world, serving our punishment, as goes on. So, and of all the fowl that are created, thou hast named thee one dove, and of all the cattle that are made, thou hast provided thee one sheep, and that is lamb, and among all the multitude of people, thou hast gotten thee one people, and unto these people whom thou lovest, thou givest a law that is approved of all. So Mostai is what? Is listing things that he loved, and the one of the things that he loved is what? The house of Israel, which are you so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American, and the because Mosiah love you, he have given us, or given you what? His words, the law, statute, and commandment, and he have never shown those. He have never shown his words to any other nations, because he don't care about them. He care only of you, which has goes on to say, well, and now, O Lord, why hast thou given thee one people over unto many, and upon the one root hast thou prepared others, and why hast thou scattered thy only one people among many? He have scattered us because we disobey him, but at the end of the day, he still loves us, though we are in these lands that he have scattered us in the hand of our enemies. Mosiah is still showing mercy upon us, man, and at the end, he have promised us with salvation, and in our salvation, none of these other nations gonna be saved, the enemies, they're all gonna be destroyed, and those who are gonna be left behind, they're gonna go straight in captivity, I may read this also, the book of 2nd Ezra 6:54, which I may read. She said, well, and after this Adam also, whom thou madest Lord of all thy creatures, of him come we all, and the people also whom thou hast chosen. So all this family, of the earth, all these nations that you see around the world, they all come from Adam, but among them, must I choose one people, which we are, the so-called Negro, Latino, Native American, and he have what? Draw us near to himself, man, as goes on to say, well, all this have I spoken before thee, O Lord, because thou madest the word for our sake, as for the other people which also come of Adam, thou hast said that they are nothing but be like unto spittle, and has likened the abundance of them and unto a drop that falls from a vessel. So Mosiah does not consider of these other nations. He don't care about these other nations. He only care of his people, which we are, man, the so-called Negro, Latino, Native American, so yeah, man. So we understand all this is gonna come to pass, all this oppression, this suffering, and Mosiah is gonna still work. At the end, though we have done all this mischief, and we have walked in laborious mindset, this, but still Mosiah is gonna still what? Choose us, man, over these other nations, Mosiah is still gonna choose Israel, over these other nations, If I may read this book of Second Ezra 3 and 16, and it goes straight to the point, you know. And unto him giveth Isaac, you know, and to him who? Abraham, you know. If you read up, you speak about Abraham. Yeah. Let me start from 13. So now when they lived so wickedly before thee, thou didst choose thee a man from among them whose name was Abraham. You know, Abraham, father of many nations, as they say, as it is written. You know, him thou lovest, and unto him only thou showest thy will. You know, which is a covenant. You know, and he made an everlasting covenant with him, promising him that thou wouldest never forsake his seed. You know, so though we go through what we go through right now, this oppression, these atrocities, you know, from this other nation, but Mosiah said, "Well, it's not gonna forsake us. It's gonna be with us at the end. It's gonna save us." You know, and Jacob, and unto him thou givest Isaac, and unto Isaac also thou givest Jacob and Esau. So from the loins of Isaac came twins, you know, which are Jacob and Esau. But Mosiah chose Jacob over who? Esau. You know, as if for Jacob thou didst choose him to thee and put by Esau. So Jacob became a great multitude. So we are the chosen, you know, and we're gonna continue to be the chosen of Mosiah from in this world to the world to come, even forever, you know. And we're gonna be the governing bodies. Governing body of the kingdom to come, you know, governing these nations, the whole earth, man. You know, we're gonna be above the rest of this other nation. So with that, I'm gonna say Shalom, Yahweh Hashem Shabbat.